MeTV 24 Meridian proudly presents your favorite way to start the day. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
And welcome, Scotty Ray and Candace Mornings, as we came back.
We did, and it's Thursday. Today is my mother's birthday.
What's your mama's name?
My mama's name is Sandra Kenney. So
Nice,
if y'all
Sandra.
see her today, tell her happy birthday.
And you can't miss her house because she's got the humongous American flag in the neighborhood.
That's right.
It's humongous.
Flying high every day.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yes. You know, he used to be military. He
Yeah.
was in the Navy. So, yeah. And at night, it looks like a runway around there. They got so many
They got it
lights.
lit up.
Yeah, but happy birthday, Mama. I have not called you this morning because I didn't want to wake you up just in case you were sleeping late.
Well, we hope everything turns out well for her.
Right.
But you do have her a present, right? Or did you do one of those handmade hand things for
No,
her
I have her
at 40?
something. I'm going to give it to her this afternoon.
Okay. I thought you might still do that every year.
No, no, I don't do the handmade stuff anymore. No.
But I do hope it's a great day for her. It is Thursday, and it is a total wet one for anybody that is north of Meridian right now. So buckle up, be careful, drive early if you're going somewhere. If you're around Kosciuszko still, that is one of the worst little areas. Let's show radar this morning. If you're waking up, this is what you've got north of Meridian. Here we are. Right here, as we get into the edge of Kemper County, light rain, you get over here by Cyples Mills, all of this area. Let's turn on location so we can show everybody. As we dig deeper into this, we go into Kemper County. Now, this is going to be Cleveland area there on Highway 16, up by Kemper Lake, all the way up here by Cyples Mills, heavy rain. But as we go west and we go over here into Neshoba County, we've got showers. Edinburgh. Pretty heavy there. Just south of the Neshoba County Fair, Union, look at the rain you've got. Now, let's go to Carthage, Mississippi. It has been horrendous there this morning as we look at all this. Just north of Carthage there at the Walmart, look at all that rain. Back to Goodman, Kosciuszko, heavy rains. And then we get over here to Louisville as we get around Lake Teocata, just east of there, Highway 14, all the way to Macon. Look at that. Heavy stuff. Now, y'all are, let me turn this back on. Y'all are still under a flash flood warning until 8:30 this morning. So about 28 minutes remaining on that flash flood warning for Neshoba and Winston counties this morning.
Goodness.
But look at that all the way up through Columbus.
Yeah, my daughter had to drive to work in that, no doubt, this morning. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gosh.
As you look across the nation, what's going on? Well, it looks just like good old Mississippi and Alabama is getting all of that rain.
Yeah.
Out here in Oklahoma, they got a heat advisory, which we don't have those yet, thank goodness.
Are we looking at any severe weather?
As a matter of fact, it'll be northwest Mississippi. Let me pull this up and show everybody where our severe weather is today, because I've got that. This is what the National Weather Service has put out. It's going to be in the Delta again today.
Okay.
But by saying that also, we look at our next slide of what's happening here from the National Weather Service. Flooding is possible, although it's not severe weather. Flooding, look at this. And this is going to take in northwestern Kemper County out where Linville is, Preston, most of Neshoba County. That line's going to be right there at House and northward. Look at Louisville area there. Macon, Mississippi, all through here. And then the further you get into the Delta, the more rain. This yellow is up to 2 inches, and then you get in here to about 4 inches, and it could be above 4 inches there. So if you got chickens up there in Philadelphia, if it's to get wet. Speaking of, does anybody need a rooster?
I heard your rooster out there trying to learn how to
My
crowing.
my wife bought what she thought was all laying hens, and somehow amongst all that, she got a rooster and does not care for her rooster because it pecked her.
They're mean. They can be mean. Have you ever seen the videos of them chasing people?
Yes.
Roosters. Now, I can't say I did not sit there and laugh because it is funny.
Oh, it is funny.
It's really funny. These kids like are running across the yard and the rooster, and the roosters don't let up. They will come after you till you jump up on something to get away from them. I mean, seriously.
Okay, Debbie Furter, I have to say, she tells the funniest thing. She said she would build an ark this morning if lumber wasn't so high. That's pretty good.
Might be a good idea.
Let's see here. This morning, we're going to be giving you your chance to win tickets to this big show that's going to be out at MCC this weekend.
Thunderstorm. He was on
The Voice.
The Voice. I don't lost my track.
Season
of thought.
18 there.
That's right. He was on there when Todd Tillman was on there.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yes. He's going to be Saturday, June the 12th at 6:30 p.m. At the MCC's McCain Theater. And
$20 in advance, 25-day of show. And where'd you say we could get tickets at?
you can get tickets at the Liberty Shop in Meridian.
All right, but we'll have a pair to give away this morning.
That's right.
So if you'd like to go see him, well, y'all hang around. We'll give you a chance this morning to win that. That's Saturday night. And, and there at the end, when they were doing that final song, I thought that kid might give him a run for the money.
He's very good. I mean, he really was. So it ought to be a really good show because there's going to be a couple of special guests. It's the Sunlight Band and Rachel Clearman.
Yeah.
So it ought to be a really good show to go watch.
So, and be honest with me on this next question, because you've told me, and you even entered one of the talent contests we've done.
Lord, yeah, I did.
When's the last time you sang publicly? Because
A long time.
Long time?
A long time, yeah. I used to be pretty bad about like if there was a microphone anywhere and we went out, if there was like a karaoke, I was always going to be one of the first ones up there because I love to sing. I mean, I don't know that I'm the best singer or anything, but I do like to sing.
I don't see Cornbread listening yet this morning, but boy, he used to do a killer karaoke to what was that? Kiss You All Over.
Oh, really?
I've heard you, Cornbread. Don't be acting like you can't sing. I, on the other hand, would never go near a karaoke machine. It would.
Really?
There's absolutely no way. And I might introduce somebody fixing to get up, but that's as far as it goes with me.
Well, look, me and my husband, we had we borrowed for a wedding, for our wedding, not to do karaoke, but it was just to have like the speaker system and the microphone from a girl that I work with, because
Next thing you know, a bottle of wine and Candace done cut loose.
We had the best fun, just me and him in the living room, just singing.
Yeah.
We put some songs on there. I mean, from his phone, we were singing along to it. It was so fun, So I bought a karaoke machine.
You're kidding me.
No, and we have not even gotten it out to use it or anything, but I bought it. Got a brand new microphone.
And we had a cooking at my house, and you didn't bring it and do it.
I still brought it, Scotty Ray.
Now I know that's happening.
But it takes CDs. Like it's an older karaoke machine, So we need to get some karaoke CDs.
Okay, I don't have that. I was going to say I got plenty of CDs.
Yeah, we need to do that. We might have to bring it over here if y'all do a 4th of July.
So what is the song that you feel like you could deliver the best karaoke?
Oh no, I can do some Patsy Cline.
Some Patsy?
Yeah, I can do Crazy.
Okay. What's your next?
Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Dreams? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Walking After Midnight. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Patsy was huge.
I loved Patsy Cline. I mean, I had her
whether or
CD.
not you like country music or not, the woman was it on a stick back in the day.
A classic for sure. Yeah.
Hung around with Loretta and taught her a few manners there. Don't forget, we still got several vacation Bible schools going on this week. This is going to be today's the 10th. Most of these will run through Friday. We've got it out at Northcrest Baptist Church going on, kicking off here in about 20 minutes. It'll run to 11:30, Vacation Bible School. Also, the Evangel Temple.
And it's for kids 3 through 12 years of age. It's June the 7th through today. Today's the last day for that. And it's out on Highway 145 South.
I believe that's a nighttime. And also, we've got this ends tomorrow, the 11th, at Westwood Baptist Church.
That's right. It's for K4 through the 6th grade, and they want you to come join them. And it's 6 to 8 p.m., so that's a night one.
Yeah, so there's a lot for the kids to do. And don't forget, we brought this up every day, lunch for kids that don't have a way of getting a nutritious meal during the summer. Northeast Elementary, right? Right,
that's right. And it's for anyone 18 years old and younger. You can come pick up a meal for breakfast or for lunch. Breakfast is 8 to 9 a.m. and lunch will be 11 to 1 p.m. So like I said yesterday, you might have a sitter, sit with your kids while you're at work. If they can drive, that'd be a great thing for them to go pick lunch up for them. So.
Linda Culpepper commented that Patsy Cline has always been a favorite of hers. A lot of people. Let's do some good mornings. We hadn't jumped over and talked to everybody. And if you're watching on television for the first time, and how do you do this? Grab your phone or your computer if it's near there, and go to Facebook or on YouTube or Twitch, and you can watch this and comment as we do, and we'll respond as we go along.
That's right. We always love to get your comments, questions, and you always help us out when we're studying for like an answer a lot of times.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if everybody noticed this. Last night, I did a weather update, and you can get my weather. We go live with it when something breaks out. But after I done the weather forecast, Facebook shut down roughly for about 45 minutes. It wouldn't load. You couldn't do your pictures. So to have a backup, make sure to also follow on YouTube. When things act squirrely with one, there's always a backup to go to. And just click follow to make sure that you get the alerts when we do something.
That's right.
You never know when Candace will come by and want to do karaoke with us.
That's right. You just never know when I'm going to break out in song.
And we are, I'm going to have Scott McQuaig come in one morning, and I want him to do the song that he wrote that is so touching. He's going to come do that for us in a week or so, and we look forward to that. Great. Yes. So I'll tell you in advance so you can watch and tell your friends to listen to it, because it will, I promise you, blow you away.
Yeah. He's a great singer, for sure.
Grab that old heartstring right there. Let's say some good mornings, Candace.
All right. Iron Hillman, he says, hey, y'all. And Claudine Baskin, good morning to you.
I like that name, Claudine. You just don't bump into many folks named Claudine anymore. I like that.
I like it, too.
Also, Miss Patty Cooksey joins us, along with Debbie Ferdner, who's trying to build her ark.
Good morning to Miss Arena Bonner, and Elmer Talbert says good morning. He's watching us this morning.
All right. All the way from Decatur. Tanya Ramey, how are y'all in Decatur? Beautiful place over there.
Let's see. Milton Sable, good morning to you. And Charlotte Gray, she's watching from Philadelphia, Mississippi.
We do appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's see. Good morning to Donna Sue Peebles, along with Beth Major, if I pronounced that right. I did.
Good morning to Miss Joyce Godwin. She's watching this morning. And Virginia Phillips. She's watching from north of Collinsville on Highway 19.
Well, let's see. Pat Harris is with us. Sandy White, how in the world are you? I think you're on the way to Philadelphia this morning.
She works in Philadelphia. She sure does. Miss Thaney Stovall, good morning. Larry Smith, good morning. He's also watching from Philadelphia, too. We got a lot of watchers from Philadelphia.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Along with, see here, Miss Linda Culpepper says, good morning. Have a safe, terrific Thursday. Do so, as I mentioned, leave home early if you're out there because of the rain there. Also, let's see, Angela Sloan is watching. Good morning.
She says she's going to get the boat out. Miss Judy Ann Cook, good morning to you. And Linda Jane Lunsford, she's watching this morning.
And Lori Moore has done broke off into a Kid Rock song. She ain't seen the rain in 3 days.
Yeah, that's right. Jimmy Robinson, good morning to you. And it's a fine day for the Ducks, he says.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
Let's see, Linda Jane Lunsford watching this morning. And also, good morning to Joyce Poole. Good morning to you.
Alan Nicholson, good morning from Tomb Suba, Mississippi. And Lita J. Horn, good morning. I hope you're doing well, Miss Lita J.
So have you ever bumped into anybody that cannot pronounce Tomb Suba and it's Tumasuba?
Yeah.
Just curious if anybody else had bumped into that.
A lot of people can't pronounce like Walmarks.
Yeah, with the S on it, Marks.
That's right.
Also, good morning to Amanda Heiser. How are you today? Thank you for joining. And let's see, great with the weather, she says. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Tanya Story in Cuba, Alabama in the house is what she said. She's watching from Cuba, Alabama. So
appreciate that.
Glad to have you.
And Enzor joins us. Karen Palmer watching from there. Thank you. You know, and we joked about that having to have a boat. And a good friend of mine named Randy Carter, who lives in the Hattiesburg area, back in the day when Jeff Bates was coming along, me and Randy became pretty good friends, and he produced a lot of Jeff's shows, and I went to him to Georgia with him and put on concerts with Jeff. And not long ago, Randy built a house out by the river, and literally I watch his Facebook post whenever it rains. He has to have a boat to get home.
Oh, goodness.
There's a price to pay to having a house on the river. Now it's up in the air, but I'm telling you, that boy, and he always has such a great what's the word I'm looking for? His faith is really strong, and he always has these great posts. I enjoy reading that in the morning of getting my day started.
Inspirational.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
I think it's great when people post inspirational things. I mean, you could get up and be having a bad day and just click on and see something positive, and it can change your whole outlook.
You're absolutely right. Others can make or break your day, and you have to be careful about who influence. Right. Remember how your mama used to tell you, who you hang around, you become?
Yeah.
Truth
hang
to
around
that,
negative people, you're going to have a negative personality.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Go on with your big gold earrings. I just noticed your earrings there.
What'd you call them? The Gong Show earrings?
Yeah, the Gong Show. Boy, I missed that show.
I know. It was pretty good. It was.
We may have to bring that back live and do that at night when we run out of things to do.
I know.
Can they make it? Let's talk about our friends at Sanders Gas. And if your air conditioner is giving you trouble, as we get ready, we ain't got hot yet, but we're going to.
That's right. It's going to get hotter than it is now. And I'm telling you what, I think we're going to have an awful summer.
Yeah, it's coming.
It'll be bad.
So if it's not exactly cooling now, imagine what's going to happen in July. So go ahead and call them. They can fix you up with a checkup, a tune-up, so to speak, for $69.99. They'll come out and get it running, clean those coils. If it's something worse, they can't even replace it if you have to. But they'll get you going. They have emergency service same day. If yours breaks down and it's hot as blazes and you just can't take it, call them. They'll come same day to get you going because that's what they do there.
That's right. And also, hurricane season is fixing to be coming about. So if you don't have a generator, Sanders Gas has the Generac generators that will operate your entire home.
Yeah, and that is some kind of night. It's not, and as we've all seen that, everybody runs out and gets the pull behind. You run an extension cord, and you have to choose which freezer is going to get saved.
And thank goodness we got those.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because a lot of people don't have even that.
Yeah.
So, but if you could get you one of these, it'd be great. You don't even, I mean, I don't have one at home, but I want one. We do have the other kind of generators. But, you know, what did you say? You don't even miss a beat with that.
Never
right?
do. 20 seconds when your power starts blinking, it waits 20 seconds, turns on, and there it is. And then when the power comes back on, it just transfers back onto it and turns off. You never know that it even happened. There will be light at your house. See them at Sanders Gas. They'll help you with anything you need there, from, well, air conditioning to, well, just keeping the lights on.
Attention servicemen and women that served from 2003 to 2015. If you experienced hearing loss while serving, you may be entitled to compensation. If you or someone you love showed signs of hearing loss or tinnitus from utilizing 3M earplugs, call now to discover if you qualify. We want to serve you as you have served our country. If you suffered hearing loss or tinnitus while active or upon departure, call attorney Richard Schwartz now. One call, that's all.
And welcome back, Scotty Ray and Candace, as we welcome you to be a part of this. Again, follow us on Facebook or YouTube to be a part of everything. I was going back through the things that happened in history, and you've heard this since you were a kid.
Yeah.
The electricity thing. Ben Franklin jumped out on this date back in 1752 and did this.
That's
Got that little strike.
Mm-hmm.
And they quickly
This key
learned.
on this kite. That's right.
So if you remember that back in history, that did happen. One of the world's greatest today would have been her birthday. Do you remember watching Gone with the Wind?
I do.
It is Mammy's birthday. That's Miss Hattie McDaniel.
Mm-hmm.
She was born on this date back in 1895, and she received an Oscar.
That's right. Do you remember that famous line, Miss Scarlett, I don't know nothing about birthing no baby?
Well, actually, that was Prissy.
What?
That was Prissy.
That wasn't her?
Nope.
Oh,
Mammy's.
excuse me.
Mammy's favorite line was, Miss Scarlett, if it ain't fitting, it ain't fitting. When she was
Was she
trying to
talking
get
about
that corset
the dress, she was getting her in it. I could have swore that was her.
on. No, that was
said
Prissy, because Prissy lied.
Oh, she was the one that cried all the time.
Yeah.
That was like real meek and mild.
And then Scarlett ran out in the street and jumped all over about that. Lord, Miss Scarlett, I don't know nothing about birthing those babies.
That's right. You're right. That's right. I can't believe I didn't know that. I've watched that. I don't know how many times.
And I don't remember the character's name, but do you remember the last chicken in Atlanta when they were going to have supper and they didn't have nothing to eat? And there was one chicken, and he was out in the rain chasing the chicken. He said, "Come here, boy. You the last chicken in Atlanta." And it was funny.
Goodness.
And did tell a true story of just how bad it was across the South during the Civil War. It wasn't nothing to eat. I'm going to tell you, at Vicksburg, it got bad.
That's right.
Also, another famous person who had a birthday. Do you remember this girl?
Oh, yes, I do. I remember when The Wizard of Oz would come on every year. We'd get so excited. We just got to watch it like once a year, you know. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, I do. You didn't
Yeah.
get double chances on that.
Oh, I mean, that was one of
So
the...
did you have the red slippers where you'd click them and want to go somewhere else?
No, I didn't, but I did make this outfit for my daughter. I have a picture of it. I'm going to have to, I mean, I made it by hand. I made my own pattern. She had the shirt just like that, everything. And I painted some slippers red and put glitter all over them for her.
Really?
She even had a basket with a little fake dog in it and everything. Yeah.
Now, what I
Halloween
didn't
one year.
realize, and after reading and just looking at Judy Garland, I did not realize that she died of a drug overdose. I did not know that. 1969. Very famous.
Yeah, there's a movie about her that I have not seen, but I think it, kind of portrays her life and stuff. I guess it's called Judy, isn't it? I think it is.
I've never seen it.
I think it's called Judy, if I'm not mistaken.
But boy, did she make an impact on America.
She did.
For
But I
many years.
loved The Wizard of Oz.
So let me hear you break into "You're the One That I Love." Can you do that one?
No, I
you
can't
know
do
it?
that one.
Fa-
I have sung it, but I ain't gonna.
1978, this was the #1 song in America. Can y'all believe it's been that long?
No, I cannot. But I watched that all the time too when it would come on.
So what'd you think of Olivia going from the good girl to the bad girl dressed in the leather there at the end?
I mean, she was still a good girl. You know, she tried to act like she was bad, but you know.
What was the song? You better shape up.
Yeah.
Because I need a man.
That's right.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Remember
that kind of
when she was
weird.
smoking?
Yeah.
Didn't even know what.
She puts it out with that high
And
heel.
the girls are telling her what to do over there. Yeah, but that was a classic. Now everybody, you know, used to watch that all the time, and it was good.
And has John really aged much?
I mean, he has like put on some pounds, you know.
And you know, him and his daughter during the pandemic done the dance thing. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. That was such a tragedy when he lost his wife.
Oh.
You know, and the thing was, I didn't even know that she was even sick until like the end. There.
Yeah.
And you know, that had to be a horrible thing for them to go through. And two, he had lost his son years and years before that. So.
But boy, what a staple. And he's had
Yeah,
the
he's a
career
great
that
actor,
most, you know, from Saturday Night Fever to, it's just been one movie after another. That Urban Cowboy with this guy, and then Grease.
Yeah.
Most actors never even get the one.
Right. I know. So he's always been a great actor, and this is a classic movie, though.
Helen Daniels said that you were right that movie was called Judy.
Okay. I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet. And it's kind of, is it Renee Zellweger who played that part? I'm not sure.
You got me.
But she looked a lot like her, you know. So.
We go let's see here. I wanted to say good morning in Seattle, Washington. Jeremiah Johnson joins us watching television. Thank you. Or actually online. We do appreciate there on YouTube.
That's right.
See, Tommy Miller, what are you up to?
He's calling from the heart of North Hill Street.
I'll talk to you a little bit later on today, Tommy. We do appreciate you watching there. Known Tommy forever. He come to my assistants years ago when I needed a friend at a bad time.
Lynn Swain, she said that she saw a boat float down the road in Linville. Yeah.
And Gail Gafford wanted to know when the rain is leaving. Never.
That's right.
It's in the forecast for the next 7 days. But the good news is slight chances over the weekend. You could see a teeny bit of sunshine. The grass is growing like it ain't never gonna stop.
Oh, I know. And then, I mean, you know, you got to just sit there and watch it grow because you can't get a lawnmower out in the yard when it's wet.
Britt Gully just said that it was him that passed by Lynn's house in a boat there in Preston, Mississippi. You better get those cattle to high ground, Britt, because it could get wet.
You know, we got ball tournament this weekend, so in Flowwood. So I don't know if that's going to pan out or not with all this weather. Let's hope it does. So
I remember I was getting 1986. This guy come out, and the song was Honky Tonk Man, and it was way different. And what was weird about this guy was in California playing in punk rock clubs, country music. And boy, when he hit the Nashville scene, it went straight across. We interviewed the guy that come up with the look, who come up with the skinny jeans with the holes in them and all the vests, Nudie.
I'm convinced they paint those on him.
Well, he joked about that in the interview about that. But Dwight Yoakam released in 1987, can y'all believe this, Hillbilly Deluxe. What a album, Mr. Johnson's Love, which wasn't a big radio hit, but boy, a strong message. If you ever, Coal Miner's Prayer, Little Ways, Please, Please, Baby, Come Back Home, and Always Late With Your Kisses. Dwight, and he's just known for those jeans. I don't know how he ever been over.
I don't know how he breathes. or doesn't just bust a hole wide open.
I have ripped jeans that I probably, you little tear, they go to
I
rip
had
them.
a pair of Levi's that I had for years, and I loved them. They were my favorite jeans. Had holes here and there in them, and then one day you lean over to get something, and
It's over.
that's it. You got to pitch them.
1991, it was two old boys that couldn't get a hit on their own whatsoever. No matter what they'd done, nobody would record the songs they wrote, and nothing was happening. So the record label said, well, you and you come in here, y'all be friends, and we're going to put y'all together. And it worked. And the world forever knew Brooks and Dunn after that.
Did they get along really good?
Not really good, no. They traveled in separate buses because they just weren't, best of friends.
Right.
Great guys. I knew both of them on individual, separate. Super nice guys, but they just didn't travel together, so to
That would
speak.
be a hard thing, I would think, to look like such a close-knit group.
But they just didn't know each other.
duo or, yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something when it comes to, and the deal was, if you'll go back and listen to those, half of the album would be Ronnie's, half of the albums would be Kix. But we all know where the hits come from. Although Kix was a great person, he just didn't have the songwriting ability or the voice that Ronnie did.
Right.
But it worked together. He was the crazy one on stage.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. I don't know if you ever called all that.
No, I did. I watched Brooks and Dunn. I saw all the videos when we used to watch videos all the time on CMT.
Working on My Next Broken Heart. What a classic that was. In 2004, the world mourned today. It was when Ray Charles passed away on this date back in 2004. Of course, I Can't Stop Loving You, Georgia on My Mind. It just goes on and on. I Got a Woman, Way Across Town, which back in the day, that was just really edgy to have a song like that. But it spent weeks at number one.
Well, he was a great singer, too. I mean,
And I don't know if y'all have ever watched or read much on Ray. He had his vision. Everybody seems to think that Ray was always blind, but it was when his brother drowned when they were taking, wash tubs. His brother drowned and he was blind from that moment on after his brother drowned, his twin. And what caused it, I don't know.
gosh.
And, he left home blind on his own and went out and, he'd fill money to make sure somebody wasn't taking advantage of him.
Right.
And he really turned. So the moral of that story is, even if you have a handicap, don't let that stand in the way of you making a future, a life for yourself. Mm-hmm. Pretty strong there.
It is strong.
Let's see some other folks that have birthdays today that are kind of famous. Lee Brice, Elizabeth Hurley. I know you've heard of her. Mm-hmm. And this guy wasn't there very long, but the Oak Ridge Boys, when William Lee Golden had this thought of, hey, I'm better than y'all and I want to go out on my own and I'm going to make it. Mm-hmm. And he didn't make it. This guy jumped in, Steve Sanders. Mm-hmm. He committed suicide on this date back in 1998. He was 45 years old. The only song that hit when he was a member of the Oak Ridge Boys was Gonna Take a Lot of River. I don't know if y'all remember that one or not. Mm-hmm. And then in 1692, the very first witch hunt began and they hung their first witch there. Goodness. What a town.
That would be, odd.
That whole little, well, they took matters into their own hands there in that town. Mm. It's a lot of rich history there.
So,
I saw this morning.
This is cute.
And there's so much truth to this, Candace.
It is.
This was on Facebook. I thought I'd share it. It says, new deli prices, no returns once ordered. If you don't like the new price increases, vote Republican next time. John and Melissa, the owners.
Yeah. It's really getting ridiculous, the stuff that's happening in this country.
Prices going up.
Prices are going up. That's right. And the lumber prices are up. The interest rates are down. So now I guess when lumber starts coming down, the interest rates will go sky high. And then everybody be buying the lumber, and then you won't be able to get it because, it'll be a demand for it, and then it won't, It's
almost like
it's a vicious cycle.
It's almost like Candace is trying to sing Country Boy Can't Survive.
Yeah.
Interest is up in the stock markets now.
That's right.
I mentioned this in the headlines, and this was up until now. And a lot of y'all may have already known this because Charlie Pride was from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. I had no clue. Do y'all remember Jimmy Carter, who used to be on the radio with me? He'd do entertainment reports. He still does them worldwide and give us the info of what was going on. He put this out there this morning. I was like, no, say it ain't so. But Charlie Pride, apparently, and I think the proper term is love child. Is that the word?
I would think so, yeah.
As we go to Jimmy Carter's page this morning, here's a picture of him. He's a police officer. He's 28 years old, 100% DNA match. There you go.
So he's contesting Charlie Pride's will.
Oh, I mean, yeah. He's 40.
He has his last name?
Yes. He's 41. It was a DNA match 28 years ago that proved he was. So he's going to fight the will because, well, that's his daddy.
So I wonder, did the family know about him?
That's a good question. But you would think if there was a DNA thing that went on.
That could have been, though, like
could have been.
On the down low,
It could have been.
Yeah.
Some hush things went on.
Yeah, could have, but.
It was like one of those things that knocked me over with a feather.
Right.
I didn't see that one coming. I'd never, I'll leave that the way it is. But, wow.
I feel like.
So now you know. Let's see, boy, the Meridian Police Department has been some kind of busy here lately. I don't know if y'all kept up with everything that's going on. Another arrest happened yesterday afternoon about 4:30. And this one, Devon Kelly was arrested for marijuana and intent of receiving stolen property. They have denied bond because of a prior felony charge. And this is the arrest that was made yesterday afternoon as we go to this. Along with this confiscated guns. And if you'll see there in the back, that's, as the old term, marijuana.
Right.
I wouldn't know that stuff if I bumped into it. I just don't know much about it.
Well, it seems like daily that they're making these arrests. I mean, getting people off the streets. So
Oh, it is. And
cleaning up the streets of Meridian.
here's another arrest that happened here that the theft ring that has been going on, another arrest into this as we pull this up, Jeremy Spann. Let's see, taken out. And the MPD is encouraging, if you've been robbed, if you're a business owner, anybody like that, contact them. If you've got video, if anything has happened to where they might can tie other people to this as this investigation goes on.
Right.
Which is good. So
Everybody work together and maybe we can get these people off the street.
the Neshoba Democrat this morning, headline showing that another man was arrested in Picayune for making a terroristic threat.
Goodness.
A car was pulled over and the cops pulled up and he wandered off and come back and he told the cops that he'd shoot him. And it didn't go so good for him after that. And he's a Philadelphia man. So off
We
to
were
the
just in Picayune the other day
yeah,
looking at campers.
Picayune, Mississippi.
It wasn't a bad drive down to Picayune.
No, it's not. I've been through there many a time. I stopped at I was starving one night and ran up to the Mickey D's there on the right, over there across from Sam's.
Yeah.
If you get down that way. Hey, and if you're needing a job for the summer, I saw this morning, and we share this from the Lauderdale County Road and Bridge. The department is seeking to hire some part-time laborers immediately until August. So it'd be a part-time work. You got to be 16 years old, a valid driver's license, pass a drug test. That's pretty common here in Meridian. And you can drop by there at Constitution Avenue and drop off your whatchamacallit, your application.
That's right. And that's a great thing.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of people, I know some people have said that you have to be 18 to get jobs, because I know, like, I was 15 when I got my first job. And so I've always been real adamant about my kids having a job when they get old enough to work, because I just think it's good for them, you know. And so I would tell my other ones, my older ones, I was like, you got to get a job, and when they would go check, they'd be like, they want people that are 18. So this is perfect. I mean, if you need a job and you're below the age of 18, they're going to hire you at 16.
At 15 years old, when I was living in Kemper County, jobs were hard to come by. Me and Jimmy Earl got a job. I think we were 15. We painted the riding arena. We got to paint the gate there.
Yeah.
It was fun. But that was it. That was it. There was no part-time Wendy's, because you know what? There ain't no Wendy's in Kemper County. There ain't no grocery store to go to work. It just didn't exist back then.
Right. But I think kids having a job, when they're teenagers, I think it's great. It instills a work ethic in them. They get to work and see, make their own money, their own spending money, because they like to go.
Right.
They like to go here and there, and so that little I call it go money.
Yeah.
So anyway,
let me see. I wanted to bring this up. Household Hazardous Waste Day is going to be coming to Lauderdale County. And this is going to be coming in June 26th is when this will be. If you've got all this stuff sitting around, the aerosol cans, paint thinners, corrosives, fluorescent bulbs, you need somewhere to take it.
Right.
This is when it's going to happen. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on June 26th.
okay.
So that's a pretty good little deal there to get done.
It is. We missed the last one because we had some stuff we needed to.
Yeah.
And I forgot what the date was.
I wanted to show this of what's been going on in your family. Let me pull up this picture here.
Oh, okay.
This is
boy.
Candace's little boy, and
Yes.
I take it the Tooth Fairy has come to y'all's house.
He did, or she did, whoever,
Right.
That's right. They came and left him a little $5 bill. I said, that tooth fairy's gotten a raise since I was
$5?
little and
I
lost
used-
my teeth.
I used to get a quarter.
Yeah, I did too. And I can remember waking up and not having anything under my pillow one time, but I had knocked it off onto the floor.
Yeah.
I was devastated. But yeah, he his little eyes looked a little red because he had cried. Y'all, I wish I'd have videoed it because it was really an entertaining thing. It really was.
And some kids just really, it terrifies them, that tooth coming out, and just be wobbling.
I was just hanging on by a thread, and I made the mistake. You know how you'll go, let me just feel of it, and you just go like that, to try to get it loose. He went, why did you do that? And I think it just really freaked him out because it was bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
And so he was like, oh my gosh, But right after I pulled it out, he was just like, is it out? Is it out? And then, of course, he couldn't go around enough looking at himself with this little, he's grinning in the mirror.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Toted that tooth around for an hour, So.
And I always wondered, what does the tooth fairy do with the teeth after they collect them?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I wonder.
Yeah. One day we'll have to get into that. I also needed to take, and y'all have to forgive me, I want to brag just a little bit on my boy. You don't always get to brag much, but this is a big deal for him.
This is brag worthy.
Dylan Ray, who will pretty soon have he'll be the first doctor in our family ever.
Right.
But he just got this award from NASA. And it'll end up paying for his last little bit of school that he's got before they finally give him that. But out of the entire United States, 350 people got to put in for it, and only 58 got it out of the entire United States, and he got that. So I'm proud of him.
Oh, yes. That is such an honor, and, I'd be super proud of him, too.
Yeah, and that's
we
Dylan.
We are super proud of him, but if that was my son, that's just...
He's, as they say, worked hard for the money. So,
That's right.
Again, I congratulate you, Dylan. I know you're probably already working this morning on that.
Very, very smart. He is.
If I I don't know where the boy got it. I guess it was my daddy, because my daddy was extremely smart to catch on to that kind of stuff.
I wasn't ever.
I was your C student that was just happy to be around.
Just ready to just be able to get by. Now, science, that was my ticket right there. I could do science, and I liked English, but math and all that kind of stuff was just right over my head. I just couldn't do it.
And I almost forgot about this. Milton Savell brought it up. Cy Robertson from the
Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, I couldn't get it out. He's going to be in Philadelphia on Saturday at the Neshoba County Coliseum. Great way to go by and see old Cy.
7:00 at the Coliseum, and it's $12 at the door to see him. Yeah.
I found this interesting because we brought this up, I don't know, a week or so ago. Medea, I think we all liked it. It was just a good thing. And now we find out that Netflix has cut a deal with Tyler Perry because, he retired or said it was all over.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to happen anymore.
I didn't even see the last one. I thought they might have.
The Boo one?
No, I saw that. Was that the last one?
I thought, but there could be another one. But as we found out today, she's coming back.
Okay.
We need to laugh, he said.
We do need to laugh.
Yeah. So much going on in the country. And Madea will be doing this, and it will be on Netflix. So be ready for that. I can't wait because it is always.
I love Madea now. Love me some Madea.
What episode was it where somebody got her parking place and she took that Cadillac? And
that was so funny. That woman, she said her husband was a police officer. But yeah, she whipped on in and got in Medea's parking spot that she done circled the parking lot looking for. So she just gets out of her car, goes and gets the forklift?
Yeah, picked it up.
Picked the car up, dumped it right there, and then she pulled right on in the parking spot. So the lady comes out, and she's all freaking out, screaming, "You're crazy!" She got in her car, though, and took off, didn't she?
She did. Sure. Brick Gully, remember this. I had, and I still cry at night sometimes over this. I'm not gonna, I got a tear, but I had a caddy just like the one she drove that was mint condition, and I had to sell it some years ago because we had to have the money. And I'm telling you, when you have to give up something that it's tough, and I know I will never see my car again. It breaks my heart.
Yes.
You
never know, though.
70 Cadillac.
Again.
I need me a drop top. I love that car. I'm telling about to cry now thinking about it.
Goodness, Scotty.
Y'all don't know. That was a rough moment for me.
You want me to get you a tissue?
I might need one. So anyway, small thoughts that go through my head. There's just it's hard to part with
that.
things.
Is hard when you got to sell something, though. You
have no other choice.
I tell you, after I got a divorce, times were tough when
Yeah.
you're trying to make ends meet and get bills paid and all that. And my
You went
dad
to-
had passed away, and I had a shop full of his stuff and tools that were just sitting there, that I didn't really have to keep. But I probably, now looking back, I wish I would have. But I sold them I sold them to somebody I knew, so that was a good thing,
But
sold 'em to one of
regret-
right. Sold them to one of my friends' husbands and a friend of his. They were they're like building a shop, and so I mean, I'm glad that they're at good use. But yeah, I kind of
You relate.
right. I do. I relate. I so you do what you have to do though. Sometimes.
What was the movie? Do y'all remember, to where the boy, they just got married or whatever, and he buys her something for her hair, and she cuts her hair to buy his present. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
He bought her, the hair clip thing, and then she has to cut all of her hair off to buy.
Right. I've never seen that. I don't think. But
Do you even got a clue what
but
I'm talking
I
about?
mean, I can sympathize with stuff like that. I mean,
So,
I know. Yeah.
maybe
I
it'll
don't know
come
the
back to
name
me.
of the movie though. Goodness.
Maybe it was a Charles Dickens thing. So anyway, I'll try to remember that. As we head down to the Lauderdale County Farm Supply, exit 151, a lot going on there today, from T-shirts to anything that you might need, including just arrived pine straw. If you're needing to put this around all your flower beds, this just arrived, and they'll help you there at the Farm Supply, including a whole new load of sod that has shown up. Whereas Centipede, St. Augustine, check it out. Now, also, starting this Saturday, they're going to have produce, and it'll be there the second Saturday, moving on each month through September. So if you're looking for strawberries, cream corn, cut squash, all this is going to be available at the Farm Supply on Saturdays.
That'd be great.
Yeah, including flowers and all of this stuff that hangs out in front of your house, make it look better.
Good.
Doggy bones. Who doesn't need all this? All your feed and stuff for your pets there.
Obviously, we need some ant poisoning at my house
I'd
because
say
they are
so.
still in my car.
You better get to
I
it,
do
girl.
not- look, I don't even know what else to do. So anyway,
Spray it and
we can
clean
get
it.
it at the Farm Supply.
Cookers, they've got that along with work boots and any seed that you might need. And also horse cattle, they got it all there, including your guns and ammo. They take care of you at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. See them today. I'm sure they got exactly what you need.
I'm your Mississippi attorney, Richard Schwartz. For over 38 years, I've helped 18-wheeler accident victims recover millions of dollars. Remember, Mississippi, if you've been involved in an 18-wheeler accident, one call, that's all.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. As this morning is flying by, already 8:42 in the morning as we head
flying by.
toward 9 a.m.
It is.
Friday Eve.
I'm ready for Friday.
Let's see here. As we Daredevil, and of course, you go back to Smokey and the Bandit, and that's what Bandit was a daredevil that lived for the thrill. But if you are a daredevil, you need to make sure you know what you're doing. And
Right.
this is horrific what happened. This was in Beirut. The guy's going to jump off this cliff right up here and jump into the water. The problem is, and if you'll look close, I don't think, that won't blow up. But he is standing right here. He jumps to the water, and this boat comes by at the exact same time. 120-foot fall. It did not work out for him.
No, he landed on the boat.
Yeah.
Right?
Died instantly.
Can you imagine the driver of the boat?
That'd be devastating.
Or did he land on the driver? I don't even know. That
Yeah.
would be horrible.
Again, we go back. Do you remember, was it last week that a thief in Jackson, Mississippi took a backhoe, knocked down the front door, and went in, stole a bunch of cigarettes, and robbed the store?
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Happened again this morning at 5 a.m. They took another backhoe, broke into another convenience store, and robbed it. So, and I don't know whether they're leaving keys in the equipment. It was just a construction site down the road, and whoever it is jumped on it, drove it down to the store, and robbed it.
Either that or somebody knows how to hotwire.
Yeah, that could be happening also.
Goodness.
If you've got a little money, make sure you know who your friends are and how close they are. A woman has been arrested for murdering her best friend. And how did she do it? She really had to study on this and plan it out. She stole a little over $300,000 for her best friend. She took Visine and put in, I believe it was in her coffee, too much of it, and killed her over, because your body can't ingest all of that. It was poisoning what she done to her friend. There's the headline from it.
My goodness.
Poisoned her. I mean, trying to make it look
Tetrahydrozoline.
like it was a suicide.
Goodness. I've never heard of that. Yeah, you would have to really study that.
Yeah, that old girl. I bring this next story up because everybody's got a little bit of a hobby that they like to do. Sometimes your hobby is extraordinary. Sometimes it's just for you. But this guy here builds doll houses, and but it's so detailed. It's taken him 26 years, Candace, to put all this together. Look at this. It's a miniature Georgian. How do you say that?
Georgian.
Okay, I was trying to say Georgian, and that's not right. It's
I think it's just Georgian.
Yeah.
Georgian dollhouse.
But he's got chandeliers, and look at this. This is the fella here. Now, I'm not so crazy about the outside of the house because I'd have built it a little different. But look at this chandelier this guy has built. As you go down, this is inside a dollhouse.
So detailed.
Look at this.
Neat, yeah.
Look at the molding at the top.
Oh, yeah.
And as you go down, look at that room. Let me blow that up where you can see it. That is a dollhouse.
That is so neat.
26 years of building this stuff.
I hope somebody, like, after he passes away, preserves that.
Yeah.
And does something with it. Because, I have a dollhouse that my aunt bought me when I was probably 8. No, I was probably like 7. And I got it for Christmas.
Yeah.
One year. And it has furniture like this in it, but it's not like gold leafed, but it's real heavy metal furniture, and it's Victorian style looking furniture, and I had the little doll, and I still have it. I kept it for my girls, and then of course I've got another grandbaby on the way.
Yeah, it'll be passed on.
I hope it's a girl.
But no matter what your hobby is, so long as you and that's the big thing. A lot of people retire and not have a hobby. And let me warn you of this, because I've seen it happen so many. You work all your life. You retire and you sit in front of a chair and never get out and do anything anymore. Right. That will get you. Have a hobby, something you enjoy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Even if it's just harassing your friends each day.
I've talked to some. Yeah, that might be a full-time job for some people. But I've talked to a lot of people who have retired, and they, had planned on doing things they wanted to do, and they're like, we stay busier now than we have ever been. I had one of my clients the other day tell me that they're busier now than they've ever been.
So, yeah, let's see. I think we need to go ahead and give away our tickets to go see this young man here. A pair of tickets. Again, this is going to be out. Let me put it there where you see it better. There. Thunderstorm. And which question you want to go with there?
Let's see.
What are you thinking? What do you feel this morning?
Okay, let's do the second one.
All right. Here's your question this morning. And again, I'll word this in case there's a mess up there, the first correct answer that we see on the comments there. Now, if you're watching from home, grab your phone or
funny.
Yeah,
Facebook. The answers ought to be funny on this.
But you post it, the first person that we see answer it correctly on the screen will be awarded it. And in case it pops up differently, that's the way we'll do it.
That's right.
The question is, when a woman is trying to catch or trap a man, name something that she pretends to like. Again, that question is, when a woman is trying to catch, date, so to speak, or trap a man, what is it that she pretends to like? The number one answer, I'll tell you, is sports. We're looking for the number 2 that she pretends that she likes. What do y'all think it might be? We'd love to hear from you. Give us your answer on that. Now, a couple of the other things what was one of the things that you may have pretended to like with Kurt? What did you fake?
I didn't fake anything. I didn't.
Are you sure?
I'm just not. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I didn't fake liking anything. So, and if I didn't like it, I was sure to tell him, because that's what he said. I like that you speak your mind. So, I mean, I do.
Let's see here. Tammy Fleming.
What you get.
Yes, sports, and also Kendall Roberts. That's the number 1. We're looking for the number 2 answer on this.
So sports is not the answer we're looking for. Yeah.
All right. LaWanda Grantham said his hobbies. Linda Jane pretended to like hunting with Jerry is what she tried to trap him. I can see that. That's not the correct answer. Yeah. Again, the question is, when a woman is trying to catch or trap a man, name something she pretends to like. And
can you imagine, like, if it was a certain, I don't know. I don't want to say that, because then somebody might think I'm trying to say the answer or something.
Now, there's a good answer there. Debbie Furter said his family. Kind of in a roundabout way, getting toward the right answer there.
Tammy Fleming says parents.
Yeah. Kathy Bounds.
Yeah, Kathy Bounds says cars. That's not it. Let's see. It's a good answer, though.
Kelly Burnham said racing. Let's see here. This isn't an object. What's a hint to this? What could you point towards this? Linda Jane said truck. There's a lot of women that have
Say
guessed that.
something they can't change.
Let's see here. Yeah, you can't change.
Okay, you can't change this.
Yeah.
So, like, if you don't like it or if you didn't like it, tough. I mean, they can't change it. I'm sorry.
Jamie Fleming said his friends. Carolyn Jean Shepherd. Carolyn Shepherd said, let's see, his mama. Yeah, you couldn't change
Well, I
that.
guess you could change it. What I said.
His mama?
No. What I was
Well, you'd have to really. Well, you'd
Yeah,
have
you
to have,
could.
if you had a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what could it be? We're giving away tickets there. When a woman is trying to catch a man, name something that she pretends to like about the young fellow there. What other guesses have we got in there? Oh, was that a hint?
No, I was like, wonder what.
Yeah. Friends is that's been guessed several times there. So think on that. We're looking for an answer to that.
Well, what do we
Let's see. What's that now?
look at the answers and see what you think? Linda Jane says his cooking. That's not it.
No, that's not it. Friends. The next one there. We
You
almost.
have to be specific.
Yeah,
Can you be specific?
Amanda Wilson says Heiser, his smile. So that is really beating around the bush of what the answer probably is on this.
Tammy Fleming.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to go that. Yeah, you'd have to go that. Looks would be
Looks.
it. It would be his body.
Right.
You know,
Face or body.
yeah, and that goes to if he's got a big old beer belly and you just acting like you like it.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to her. You went a pair of tickets now to go see you out at MCC Thunderstorm. It's going to be a great show. We'll have
That's right.
another pair of tickets in the morning also to give away to the big show there.
So let's see who. Scroll
Linda
back down.
Jane kissing. Go ahead, girl.
Somebody said teeth.
Well, that gets into you couldn't. It's
Yeah.
close.
Look, I
What?
would have probably said feet.
You look at men's feet.
I did not go out with somebody one time because they had awful looking feet.
Well,
That's awful, I know, but I just couldn't
No,
get past
let me
it.
back
I was
up on
like,
this.
you know, they're gonna have some flip flops.
I wear cowboy, but I don't know if Angie ever saw my feet before I married her because I wore cowboy boots the entire time. I didn't own. What were they?
really?
How'd you see his feet? Let me get into
Flip
this.
flops. Flip flops.
On a regular
I ain't
basis?
going out. No, not a regular basis.
Never date an old boy that's always
No.
got his flip flops.
I didn't date this person. No, didn't.
But wait a minute. Let's. How bad were the toes, Candace? Just give me a mental picture here.
I can't even. It gives me no.
I mean, are we talking like crooked toenails or fungus or something?
I don't know. Just like
Or big
odd.
hairy feet
Just
that
like
you didn't
real
like?
crazy looking odd feet. I don't know. Could have hung from a tree maybe by them or something.
Oh, he
Toes.
grip. So now we know if you got ugly feet, you can't hang out. So I guess
No, that's. I should
does
probably
Kurt
shouldn't
have
said that.
like handsome feet?
Yeah, he's got good looking feet.
I've heard it all now. That was funny. I needed a good laugh. But again, congratulations to our winner who will get to go see Thunderstorm now out at MCC this weekend for the big Saturday night show.
Tammy Fleming.
Thank you, Tammy. We appreciate you watching this morning. Again, we'll have some more tickets to give away tomorrow also as we get ready for that.
Right.
As we turn our thoughts toward grass, and we're going to have to talk to them about getting a four-wheel drive lawnmower out there, buttermilk, coleslaw, they'll help you there. At Freeman Tractor, they've got a whole new shipment that just arrived this weekend. They just got in a whole new line of Skags. If you've been looking for a Skag lawnmower seal, starting at $46.99 for America's #1. That's where you need to go, and they'll help you out there at Freeman Tractor. Let's see here; they got many more models to choose
These
from.
X-Mark lawnmowers, I mean, they're the thing to get because, like, if you have a whole lot of grass to cut, they will cut your grass cutting time in half at least.
And if you've got like a new dude like Candace and don't want to get sweaty, get you a cabin air conditioner here. You can go bush hog and never mess your hair up.
Oh, yeah. I
See?
guess I could. I might run over a few
They
things. if I think.
even they can install mirrors where you can look at yourself and apply makeup while you're
Really?
doing. That's what they told me when I was out there this week.
Okay.
It's
All right.
fitted for the American woman.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have to get me one of those.
Check it out if you need any attachment for your existing tractor that you may have from Bat Wings. And of course, this is galvanized. And if you ever owned a bush hog and it's set out in the weather and it rusted and the deck fell apart, you'll want this. It will not rust. It's the way to go. Anything that you might be needing with implements, all the way up to these benches, made in Texas. They got them there for you there from 500 cc's to the 750. All at Freeman Tractor. Drop in and see them today in Sicalina. It'll make it well worth your while with all your parts and anything that you may need for a lawnmower. That is Freeman Tractor. See them today.
I'm your Mississippi attorney, Richard Schwartz. For over 38 years, I've helped 18-wheeler accident victims recover millions of dollars. Remember, Mississippi, if you've been involved in an 18-wheeler accident, one call, that's all.
All right, and welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace as we head toward the top of the hour. We've got a little bit more. You're giggling over there. What's going on?
I'm just laughing at Kim Buffington's comment.
What do you have to say?
About can't wait to tell tonight Kurt got a new nickname. Kurt is one of the coaches on our little boys baseball team, and Ken is also one of the coaches. Like, they help coach, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, Ken. I kind of I got the purse picture. So.
Oh, so that's some of the, I hope y'all work well with that.
Yeah.
Let's see here some more stories that are going on. Conservative, I didn't know about this, that this guy even tried this. But remember the guy, Matt, is it Gates? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
He tried to get a job at Newsmax and also Fox, all of these as a contributing person, and they've turned him down.
Really?
I guess it's too much controversy around him.
Probably so. I guess that would be a touchy subject at this time. I mean, what has anything else come out, or has anybody
that's what I was fixing to say.
Retracted any stories that they might have put out there because maybe they weren't true, or have we found out that it is true?
Either way, but it's gone quiet over the last week or so, where they were pounding hard on that old boy for 2 to 3 weeks there. He's guilty, he's guilty. It's kind of backed off for a little bit there.
Yeah.
And now that you brought that up, how did Como, they were calling for his resignation, and I hadn't heard any more about that. That went quiet.
Yeah, I just think that it looks like he's just untouchable. I mean, it looks like he's not going to get anything done to him, and it's ridiculous.
What was it, 8, 9, or 1,500 women that stepped forward, and then nothing happened?
It was a bunch.
Yeah,
I don't remember the number, but I know that sounds awful. The women issue, that's not my concern as much as the nursing home deaths that he contributed to by putting all those sick people in the nursing homes, and then all these other people died. And I just think that's horrible. These families and then he just kind of brushes it off like it's not a big deal and like it wasn't his fault. And
and that's what went on with that.
So.
And I need your help on this. If you're watching on television, because I don't have a television in front of us, we got our monitor. The logos that are up in the right-hand corner, I had several comments that they were on the edges, and I've brought them in. Did I fix that to where you can see them perfectly on television? If you would put a comment on there where I can work on that later today to get those, if they need to come in a little bit more, let me know. But if you see that it's on the outbounds, let me know there. Let's see here what else is happening this morning as we look across America. Maria Osmond, boy. Yet I didn't see anything wrong with her being a little bit plump. Did you?
No.
This is the headline, though. She's out taking pictures in skinny jeans now. She took the contract away, if you'll remember. What's the food that she pushes all the time?
Is it
Nutrisystem? Nutrisystem.
Is that what it is?
She took it away from the girl.
I guess it's Nutrisystem.
I believe it. Yeah, that's what it is. But here she is in her skinny jeans. But the old girl that was in North and South, Alley, Kristen Alley. How do you say her name?
Kirstie Alley.
Yeah,
Kirstie.
she took the contract away from her because, Kirstie ate some donuts and she may have put on 50 pounds after she got the contract, and it was in there that she couldn't. But boy, Marie lost a lot of weight. And you go back, let me pull down here to a picture of what she looked like before. I don't think she looked bad.
No, I don't either. I think people just really...
She was maybe a hair, but it wasn't bad.
No.
But be comfortable with who you are. She's a
beautiful lady. I mean, she's always been beautiful, and I think, but... And
the other things in life that make me wonder is how Donnie, her brother, never got a spokesman deal for Gleam toothpaste with all those huge teeth he had.
I know.
Both
of them have always had those real pretty white teeth.
But how did they ever get away with not getting a contract to be a spokesperson for a toothpaste? I mean, I don't get it.
I don't know either. Tammy Fleming says she doesn't know how to claim the ticket. She's from South Carolina, and she's only been here less than 2 years. So how did she get those?
Out at the TV station on top of the hill, 2430. As you go up the Twin States News on top of the hill, be on the right-hand side of the road before you get to the Evangel Temple. It'll be waiting with your name there, and I'll inbox you here in just a little while with the address and all how to pick up your tickets there. Okay. So that's coming up, and congratulations to you.
Yeah.
I think you're going to enjoy the show. Okay. It will be a lot of fun there. else. As we head toward 9 o'clock, we want to again say thank you to each and every one of you for watching this and making this a success. It gets bigger each day.
It does, and you're definitely a blessing to us, and we hope that we can be a blessing to somebody else. And just y'all have a great day, and take your umbrella with you because you're gonna need it.
And Harry says he likes big girls. There's nothing wrong with it. That's funny.
There's
I like that.
nothing wrong with that. It's your heart.
It
That's
is
what matters.
what it's all about.
That's right. And hopefully y'all have a great day, a safe day, and we'll see you back in the morning.
There. Thanks a bunch.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by